Hello everyone, welcome back to Subnautica. We are deep in the Lost River zone here, and we're gonna deploy the Mecha Prawn and see if we can find some more nickel. Just dodged a ghost leviathan on the way in here, and he was not happy that I'm here, but thankfully the decoy took care of him, and that's not a problem anymore. So one thing I am curious about to see is if this down here will fry me or not. Oh, looks like this doesn't affect the prawn at all, so that's good. I know that this, what is it, sulfur water or something like that was really not good for the sea moth, but turns out the prawn is made of tougher stuff. Speaking of tougher stuff, this thing kind of needs some TLC, so it hurt just a little tiny bit here. So hang on. Let's go down here and fix him up a bit. Alright, so we're already at 655 meters. And my prawn can only go to 900. I think I needed nickel for his upgrade as well, so we're gonna try to make do with what we got here. I think. Please tell me yes. This is exactly what we need. Okay. I think we just need to get some more nickel ore for both of these, and actually I have everything else I think that I need down here to go ahead and upgrade them both. Glad I put that modification station in the ship. Although I'm thinking about moving it because it's in a very inconvenient location. I get stuck on it all the time. Not horrible, just annoying. Put that away. And I got another creature egg that I picked up. I'm really not sure what it's for, but we're gonna pop it in the aquarium when we get back and see what it does. I did hatch the cuttlefish, or at least it alerted me that I had discovered a new creature about 20 minutes ago, and I think that means that the cuttlefish has hatched. Why it felt the need to go ahead and alert me, I don't know, but whatever. Alright. Nope. We're gonna grab this titanium. Then we're gonna go check out that skull. I think we'll be good after that. And move on down the path here. I'm hoping that this will give us enough stuff to go ahead and upgrade both of these modules, the depth modules for the prawn and the Cyclops, to go ahead and get them down further than 900 meters, because I know that there was one base that was like 1,200 or something like that, and that is further than either of these can go right now, so really need to make sure we get those. Alright, I know that guy's up here, but I'm going to... Oh man, he's spooky. Let's see if I can scan this. I wonder if I can scan him. No, let's not. Let's not do that. I bet I could scan him. I just have to get up there, and there's a high risk of getting eaten, which means that I'm not sure if I would spawn. I think I would spawn back on the Cyclops. I think it treats it as a base, but if not, then I would be stuck, or not stuck, but I would be put back in home base. That's very far away. So, let's check this thing. Exosuit Mark II. Oh, so that one I need kyanite to get to. And that's that. I can't. So I only need a plasteel ingot and nickel ore for that. So let's do that real quick. Go ahead and get at least that thing upgraded. Alright. I think that's over here. Why is it so green in here? Wait a second. If I take that out...
Warning. Maximum depth reached.
Yep.
Hull damage imminent.
That's what I thought. Okay, so note to self, you can't do that while you're down here unless you want to make a whole nother module. We're not going to do that, but we are going to save and then attempt to go scan the ghost leviathan. Scan leviathan. Don't die. I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to find out. Turn the lights off, make sure that I'm not glowing. We're gonna try to sneak up on him. Is he spooky, son? Ooh, he bit that guy. Alright, boy, you come here, we're gonna get you. Oh man, he is huge. Howdy, did he not see me right there? Come on, get stuck. Yeah, I know. Ghost Leviathan. Juvenile? What What the heck do you mean, Juvenile? This thing's huge. Oh, don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me. Yeah. Can't get me because I'm too fast. I can't believe that worked. Okay, let's get down here where he can't get us. He didn't like that. But what do you mean, Juvenile? That thing is huge. Well, I hate to see what the adult ones look like. I do remember it saying something about these trees host or grow around the eggs, so they won't. They stick around these trees for a while after they hatch, and then they grow until they get too big, and I guess they leave after that. That would explain why there's another one outside the cave, I suppose. But I don't know. Whew, I just can't believe we didn't die. Oh, that was awesome. I peed myself a whole lot, so we're gonna go ahead and drink another one of those. Grab one of these. And, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use a med kit. Get myself back up to 100. That's a good way to keep yourself all topped off. Ain't that right, Mark? Okay, then. We want to go down further, but I don't know if we can go much further in this thing. We're gonna find out. I have left the engine on this entire time. That was a stupid move. Alright, let's watch our depth and see if we can make it down this hole. Because I think the sea moth, which can only go to 900, was able to make it down. Was able to make it down this no problem. We're getting there, but we're still in the green. All right. Oh yeah, this is right where that skeleton is. Okay, so we're in a good place. Go away. We're good on depth there, as far as right here goes. So let's look around for other openings. I say it's going to be really hard to see in those. So let's. There's a ruby. Alright, so there's that thing. Pretty sure that's where we just came from. Let's turn. Okay. Oh, there's a hole over here. And one up there. I think that goes out. So let's... Ooh, there's alien stuff. Okay, we're definitely going this way. Definitely going this way. We need epic music here, but there isn't any. Surprising, considering how much other epic music this game has. Ooh, check this out. Let's ping the area. Whoa, this thing's huge. Oh, don't go down. Go up, please. A warper, so they don't like me being here, that's for sure.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Yeah, I would agree to that, but we're in a cave, so it's not like it went very far. I wonder if it's got something to do. I see skeleton bits around. I wonder if it's got something to do with that skeleton of the big Leviathan that's out front on that plinth. Alright, let's see if we can... I saw an opening there, so I'm going to try to swing her about. That should be plenty close. Shut her down.
Powering down.
Let's go make some discoveries and stuff. And you know, not die. Oh, a door. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me go get the things.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within. Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Yeah. See, they could just say that this whole planet was to contain something bad, you know, because the whole virus thing. Just saying. Alright, purple tablets. We got plenty of purple tablets. Bonk. Yeah. Ooh, it's a data download. Let's see what it is. That's some research data.
Integrating
That's a lot of
EDA
reading. Okay,
data.
hang on. Let's get back somewhere where I can actually read this without dying. Specimen research data, a catalog of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. A number of entries have been translated. Okay, you can translate some, but not all. Just saying. Small herbivore gamma. This entry seems to reference the most common peeper, shows no immunity to infection, death commonly occurs within 4 days, shows symptom remission on exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behaviors, shows some capacity to transmit enzymes to other specimens. Leviathan embryos. Adult specimen too large to study in containment. Egg specimen acquired from nesting site. Embryos show no signs of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small sample of eggs has been retained for continued high-priority research on Leviathan hatching mechanisms. Large carnivore theta. Off-site lab established to study remains. Shows some potential for immunity to infection, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. Unidentified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned to designator Sea Emperor. Both samples from Emperor specimens indicate some potential for the Kara immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facility. Construction in volcanic region at depth 1.4 kilometers. I guarantee you that's where we're going next. I can't get down that far right now. Assessment. While it is unlikely that the Emperor specimen is still contained within the facility described, it may be possible to acquire further data there on the aliens' attempts to develop a vaccine. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, looks like the aliens were on their way to creating some sort of vaccine for this thing. They were researching it pretty heavily. But whatever happened here clearly destroyed their facility and all their attempts. I bet you that's part of the reason why it broke out on this planet, was whatever was in here. Probably that dead thing out in the other room destroyed the facility's containment protocols, and there she went. And got out from there. Let's, whoa. What the heck is all this? Egg. That's a big freaking egg. Sea dragon egg. This large egg held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without the means of facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen, it is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg-laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. What is a data download? What does that sound? Oh.
Integrating new PDA data.
Damage report. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior anchor cable impacted with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling, facility sinking. Collision with sea floor. Breaches detected in Containment Unit 7, Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed. 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning, infected individuals may not leave the planet. So, yep, I was right. That thing outside, or at least I'm assuming that thing outside, that's ugly. Is this open? It is. That thing outside broke in and messed this place up pretty good. Skeletal remains. I'm going to run out of air if I keep reading all this. Remains of research specimen. The skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within an artificial habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests that it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. When the facility collapsed, this specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. I'm guessing killed on the spot, considering the last one we just read. Evolution. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms rarely seen in aquatic species. The species has likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years, and its evolutionary relatives have evolved almost beyond recognition. Yeah, I would say so. I don't know what that much has to do with the Kara, though, because it doesn't look like it had anything to do with that research, other than it was here with the other things that were being researched, so I'm not really sure if that has much to do with the story.
Welcome aboard,
Just getting air.
Captain.
Ew.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess so too. Hang on, let's take a look at this thing again real quick. Ew, it does have arms. Creepy. You know what? This thing's got holes on either side of its skull. I wonder if it was killed on the spot, or if that's just part of its... That's just normal for it, because it looks like it was shot almost. I don't know. There's really no real evidence to support that other than there's holes in its head. But that could have been there just like eye sockets or something. Alright, biological matter. Warper parts. I thought that looked like a warper. The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They were in varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies. This production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens that designed this facility. Interesting.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised. Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to databank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Gee, thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, I thought that might occur now. That has to hurt. Yay, I'm glowy. Great. Alright, there's a whole bunch of... hello. There's an actual warper himself. Hey, he looks comfortable. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. So, you... I don't know. Lifeform shows signs of heavy genetic modification, extensive mechanical grafting. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery, receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing it around the body. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. Assessment: programmable hunter-killer. Avoid. Yeah, tell me about it. I've been avoiding them this whole time. Although they're really not very good hunters. We've kind of proven that. They're really bad about trying to come after me and then they can't. It's kind of sad that they are considered hunters because they just don't hunt very well. You know, I need to read that report in advanced theories about this infection too, because clearly, if the planet's not going to kill me, that is. And I don't think there's anything else here. So whatever's on this planet is some serious bad news. Hence the reason all these different security protocols were put in place. I don't think I can go down any further. I think this is it. Mine. Gotcha. So it looks like we are here either to die or to get off the planet successfully. That's our only two choices here. Duh. Kind of the point of the game. I thought you'd gotten that already. Okay, bacterial infection report. You have been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in your bloodstream. Estimated incubation time is 2 weeks. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficiency. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Now think about that. Flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. So not only do you have these ugly little green pustules all over yourself, and you're stuck on a planet that you're trying to get off of by yourself, you also have the flu. That's awful. Your immediate priority should be abatement and eradication of the infection. Duh. Recommended steps: salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine, investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the symptoms of the infection. So from what I'm gathering, it's going to be those little peepers that run around with their weird fireworks behind them, and something to do with this place that's super in the deep dark down, as Jacksepticeye would say. So let's, I guess we're going to head back up and try to modify both of these machines to be able to go all the way down. Which means I won't be able to take my my prawn suit with me until I get it upgraded. Kinda stinks. Oh, this is a real rough way to go. I'm just scraping the hull along everything here. Oh, great.
Deploying decoy.
Bye. See you later. Later, Tater. That thing worked real good. How many more of those do I have back there? I got 3 in the tube, and I think I got 4 or 5 more in the box. This looks like it's the way out. Hello, that was really close. Alright, and repair my stuff, because I bet I got a bunch of water leaking everywhere. Or not. Oh, actually, no, I'm good. They're right there, Mark. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Looks like we are at the aft section of the Aurora. And it looks like we came up right about here. So right there in the blood kelp zone, I think. Because that we were in the middle of that zone to start with, so. Okay, so we are just going to head on back to the base. Alright. Oh, look, we have a cuttlefish. Cuddly. Okay, let's interact with it. Is it? Okay, let's scan it. Small gray-colored herbivore, the cuttlefish displays high levels of intelligence, curiosity, and attachment. Strangely, this species has not been encountered in the wild, and the scanned specimen had to be artificially hatched with an alien containment unit. 1. Life cycle. In the absence of wild specimens, little can be known for certain about the cuttlefish's life cycle. It is possible that environmental conditions have changed, forcing the species to the edge of extinction and leaving its eggs in permanent stasis. It's also possible that the cuttlefish has been genetically altered or even imported to 4546b from another world. Behavior. We do know that the cuttlefish is an herbivore which displays highly social behavior in its interspecies interactions. It was observed as was observed in Earth dolphins before their extinction. This creature seems to understand the concept of other minds, the prime indicator of true sentience, and attempts to communicate with a series of chirps and chirps. Interaction. Evidence suggests that the cuttlefish is capable of understanding and following simple commands, in addition to assessing the emotional state of individuals around it and responding in kind. Assessment. Emotional connection between living creatures is an essential component of psychological health. So the computer wants me to adopt this as a pet, which I technically have. Boink. It's mine. Okay. We're gonna do this real quick. I don't know if we can stick him in this fish tank that I have over here. We're gonna freaking try. Because he's an herbivore, it shouldn't hurt these things, and these things are herbivores too. Nope, can't do it. Okay, so it doesn't like that. Well, let's just let him go, see what happens. There we go. Whoa, he is quick. He did the little thing, that's awesome. Well, I guess I can't put him in a fish tank, so I'm just gonna let him hang out here. I don't know what that was. It's too dark for me to see. What up, little dude? I'm gonna call you Jimmy. Oh, it's a cracker. Oh! Ah, that's awesome. So I guess the cuttlefish is just gonna hang around the base. Cool, works for me. Alright, well we got the Cyclops leveled up to be able to go down to 1,300 meters, so that is where we're going to be heading in the next episode. So looks like we've gotten everything that we needed from the surface and all that stuff, so we're going to head down that way. And we will see y'all in the next one. Hopefully we can get down even deeper than before. We'll see.